and the rope looks strong enough to climb. A climb stringer? How unusual. Know that the tree of life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the world eaters. A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see. Must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The World Eaters have made their marks on our world over time. That's not the first nor the last village it'll leave in its wake. It's a bridge. Just get over it. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive. He's heard the stories about the terror. He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if... He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed true to your heart. Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your... He's grateful for that.
Ah! That's a spark of light in you!
That's right! Smack that spark!
You don't have to be so harsh. It's...
Take it out now.
There's...
There's out of date again. He must have missed something important. Out of date knows you'll make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of a tribe. The Jagni tribe. Regard. The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out of Date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either Jagni's or... He believes the tribe Sifus, Jagni especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part. He believes you share Jagni's view on the world. Regard... Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be? Slice and dice. Crit. That's going to leave a mark. They've restroyed this area, muddied up what used to be muck, as if it wasn't bad enough before the tri-war began. That's the Jagni tribe's fort. Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the tribe war, or part of the problem. Let's see. That's the Myriad Tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foe? You should head up there. That way you'll know. Let's see. Let's see. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. They don't just let anyone see the Sifu, but there's something different about you.
Zata is the muito tloho. Kariesne zdace. Paro,
The Jagni tribe wants to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. They want to vanquish the tribes, as the only way they can guarantee peace is through supremacy. The Sifu is determined to let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life, as it's part of their strategy to cleanse the world and start anew. He welcomes you to the Jagni fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. The news of a cold-blooded Ronin crossing the Great Wall through the wall that separates them from the other side, the wasteland you came from. There's some... Your Muma invented Wung Fu. Originally, it was based on unarmed combat and the 6 weapons: the boomerang, the shuriken, the bow, the staff, the nunchuk, and the hook and chain. The Sifu says it's time to set the past aside, at least for now. Jagni doesn't want a new unity between the tribes. Their goal is to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. Says fear and hatred is the only path to domination, but you already know that. So embracing that side of you and helping them vanquish the tribes and letting the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life should be an easy decision. He'll give you a chance to change your mind before you leave and asks you to reconsider. Otherwise, you'll be seen as a rival. He recognizes you sometimes need to challenge your mindset to make up your mind. You're a Jagni ally now. The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you by their side, he's confident you can vanquish the other tribes. The one he wants... Their kin must put an end to the war before war puts an end to them. It'll cost bruises and broken bone, but they refuse to be the victim here. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. You both tells you not to be afraid. Your fate cannot be taken from you. Claim the rival outposts. Once you've conquered the rivals' outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu for... The only kin who count are the kin that are left standing at the end of the war. Let's focus on... Seeing you brings back his memory. Jagni doesn't want a new unity between the tribes. Their goal is to become... He remembers your kind and unselfish soul. Anyway, you'll pass your old village. It's always the little things you remember, and with you it's pretty much the only thing he recalls.
Sulla karaktu oelme tafpe tupa.
There's a serenity about this spot. It's a place for rest and recovery. Headless. Shopkeeper claimed worth looking at. The gatekeeper welcomes you back to the fort. You have orders to follow. The gate understands you have... Let's see. Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurred. Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer. Let's see. As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He asks how you are today. Then he wants you to know that if you find yourself going through bad times, you should just keep going. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique. Learning to swim can be scary when you don't know what you're doing. But fortunately, he's here to give you a helping hand. He thinks you should really know how to swim by now. And he'll be honored. He says, that wasn't too bad, was it? At least you learned that you'll drown if you don't swim. But you need practice, lots of practice. Great things usually happen to those who never stop trying. He hopes you'll be one of them. You just need more time in the surf. That's the only way you'll ever learn how to swim. You can never try too hard. Judging by your Mooma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go. The dedication to training is important. You can't rely solely on the fact that Wang Fu is in your blood. You should know, practice makes perfect. As long as it doesn't kill you, it'll only make you stronger. She'll see you at the village square. She says that's good. With a passion for learning, you'll never cease to grow. Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. Asks how you're feeling today. His only interest when creating is that what he comes up with is actually... He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig he's... He's happy to hear that from... You should look for things that are recycled. He wonders what usefulness you found. He says every little thing counts. He can work wonders with almost anything and asks if you know how to upcycle. That's the spirit. You can't make a difference unless you get your hands dirty. He'd love to teach you to upcycle, and the scrap you found would be a good start.
Come here.
You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon.
Sit up, Captain.
He believes being considerate will help you. He understands, but hopes you will. He thinks mastering the 6 weapon styles of Wang Fu is more than enough for anyone. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience. You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the... Then you've got... She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really need to find yourself before... You've always followed your own path, but this time she needs you to follow her.
Andro? Naro lote.
They look determined. Better watch out. He asks you to stop right there and one... He says that it's not too late for you to turn back, though. There's no way they'll let... He wants to know who you think you are. They push each other to become better, and some... She asks if you're hurt. What happened? She says it's nice of you to consider them, but they have weapon training at sunrise tomorrow, so they'll... The most important... It's time to focus on your training now. She said it before. Wang Fu will keep your... Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best. Seeing you always puts a smile on your Popsy's face. He wants to know how you're feeling. He knows growing up is hard. He asks if you could help him, too, before you leave for training. He'll talk. He suggests you get going and find...
Ikaya Marafka.
He's curious.
Karuta. Badya Analog. Karen Mianda Kagun. Fyodor Vakwa.
He says it's a...
Fyodor.
The style might be too edgy for his taste, but it looks sharp on you.
Tudu Baba.
Agrees. At least that way it'll...
Tudu Baba.
You should take it with you. Wear it to practice.
Waxendonia inan mahama. Cherry la fia.
Anora kapapom.
Your Muma says it's about time you got here.
Kanyala no toro.
Hopes you're as ready as you claim to be.
Kanamunta. Anora kapapom.
She says she is eager to get started. You don't have much time left.
Decentede. Mustiki muhka.
But there's enough time left for repetition, and you need it. Training dummies don't hit back.
Polakut.
Wants you to prove that with some practice first. Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you.
Beri.
Thanks you for being such a good student.
Kuri kumbala mua. Polakuto.
Been working on a present for you, with the help of Gizmo and Wiz.
Beri. Tukonda.
You should go see him and find out what it is. You've deserved it.
Beri.
That's why you... she?
Tukonda.
Your Muma says she's never seen an apparatus as green as this little thing. It's wonderful.
Anora ka papom.
Figuring that out is half the fun.
Taifaname numa, minalagi mamuru.
A piece of Scraptronics like this has built-in old-world...
Kanyala no toro.
It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. It'll
Taifaname numa,
says it's not a record keeper.
anson bara.
Your Muma says you look tired. No wonder. It's...
Kanyala no toro.
She's so... Rest, and you'll find strength for tomorrow. Nothing could stop Lupin from setting the world on fire.
Antoro. Kensi. Kamonu.
Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. That's just adding fuel to the flames. Give it a last burst and you'll make it.
Sana yote.
Your Muma says this is...
Asadutu. Vaiseno kasamanguru.
There's nowhere to run to this time. The time...
Pial tu ma. Asadutu.
Whatever happens, you need to know she loves you.
Shala.
She tells you to stay back. This is her fight. It has nothing to...
Anson bara. Do male tu.
Here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present. You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow. Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory. As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on.